Yes, boss. You see it, man. There's a dark side to being handsome or pretty, right? Now, what some people fail to realize is that in life, everybody has this, like, I wouldn't say everybody does, but there's some people who have like a connotation or like a thought that people who are handsome or pretty have life easier. And I'm gonna tell you that's a lie, bro. So whatever thought that you think of, like, oh, this person's handsome or this person's pretty, they must have more opportunities. Here's the deal, right? Once you're handsome or pretty or whatever you want to call yourself, there's certain stereotypes that people are going to place on you. You feel me? So I'm going to explain that. Let's say if you're pretty, handsome, whatever, right? People might assume, yo, you don't have to work as hard in life because, oh, you're pretty, so there has to be people willing to spend money on you. Or you're handsome, so I know you use your looks to get over on people. Wrong. Here's the deal. Sometimes that lets you not only see what people's thought process might be like, but there are some people, that's what they would do if they were in that situation, truthfully, to be honest with you. There are some people, they try to look for different ways that they could get ahead or use what they have as leverage over other people. And I'm going to tell you real, not everybody who looks good uses their looks to their advantage as like a stepping stool over other people. And not because you see somebody handsome or she's pretty or she has a good body or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean that they use what they have to get what it is that they want in life. You get what I'm saying? So understand this. There are some people who really do put in the work for what it is that they want. Then there are some people who've used their looks and their body to get to the next level. That's very true. But understand that that's just a stereotype. Not everybody does that. As well as that, right? Let's say people see you all the time. You're probably the type of person where you're traveling or you're doing well in life. Sometimes some people won't really take you that serious. And it's not really your fault. It's like that assumption that, yo, because of the fact that you're pretty or whatever, you probably have things given to you. Wrong. You have to understand this, right? In the world that we live in, it's a very evil world. Just because you may perceive that somebody's handsome or they look well, life must be well for them, that's not necessarily true. Give an example. Let's say a girl is beautiful, right? She might have a bitter mother, so her mother takes out what she looks like on her. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't look the best, my daughter looks beautiful. I don't have a body, my daughter has a body. There are parents who are like this. So you'll have a parent who will be bitter towards their kids, or you might have family members that's jealous like that. Whether it may not come from a parent, it could come from like a sister, a cousin, or a brother. There are things like that. Mind you, the famous sayings that you hear, family isn't always family. Very true. So just because you see somebody has something going for them, or you probably may perceive certain things are in a certain kind of way, that doesn't tell the full type of a story. You feel me? As well as that, you're going to get scrutinized. So there can be constant pressure to stay attractive or dress a certain way because, mind you, you're already at a certain standard. So if people look at it like, okay, yo, Donna looks good or Tim is handsome or whatever the case may be, sometimes if you're not at a certain standard, like, okay, you look good, you don't dress good today, or you didn't dress well today, some people can hold that against you, and that could be a constant pressure. So you got to understand this. Once a person may be deemed as handsome, pretty, or whatever the case may be, there's a certain status that comes with it that certain people may feel like they may have to live up to that, if that makes sense. Just like I'm going to spin the game for you, vice versa. You ever heard of, yo, this dude or this girl is so handsome or whatever, so pretty, but it's like, yo, you can't really get nobody, or it's like you don't got no confidence. What you mean? You got looks. That should be automatic confidence. Here's a twist to that some people don't tell you. Sometimes there are some people who will go out of their way to humble somebody because they may look a certain kind of way and they may not have those features, or they may not have certain things, so they try to humble certain people. So that can diminish certain people's confidence. Back into what I was stating before, there could be somebody inside that person's house who tries to diminish their confidence or beat up their confidence to where you may feel like, yo, you're supposed to be more confident than this. Then spin it on another end. You ever seen somebody before who's like, yo, this person ugly, but it's like they got all the confidence in the world. I'm gonna tell you something. In life, everybody has their own level of a game. There are some people, and I'm being so real, this is not being judgmental when I'm saying this is just all facts. There are some people who know like, shit, boy, I ain't handsome, but guess what? I know I can make somebody laugh though. That's their superpower. You have to find what works for you in life. There are some people who don't have a work ethic, so they rely on looks. There are some people who don't have a brains, so let me see about working on my body and my physique. There are some people who know for a fact they cannot really work as hard. They have to rely on other sources to make their ends meet or get to the end results that they're looking for. So yo, I don't know how to work. I don't know how to do this, but I know how to finesse and play people against each other. That's a person's game. Oh, I know how to work hard. That's your game. Yo, I know how to rob and steal from people. That might be your game. Everybody has a different game that works for them, that they're able to obtain the results that they generate usually. But if they see, yo, this is a superpower you have, I wish I had that, I'm here to tell you it's not necessarily like that all the time, right? Now, as well as that, compliments. There's another one. Compliments can feel confusing because most attention is about appearance. It's hard to tell whether a person genuinely likes you or not. That's a big one, right? So let's say a girl looks good, right? And looking good could mean different for certain people. Looking good means, yo, she's actually pretty in the face. Looking good may mean, yo, I like her body. You look good. You get what I'm saying? Or looking good may be, yo, that person's insides, who they are as a person. That can look good to a person. But if a person is known to have a fat ass or nice banging body or pretty, it's going to be hard to tell, yo, who likes me for me. You get what I'm saying? Because think about it. If a person is used to dealing with people coming in every set angle of this set way, that's going to make them kind of look like, it's either I'm leery about that or I'm not sure of you. I don't know what your angle is, until somebody comes in with a different approach like, yo, this is a first. I never heard somebody who just straight up just wish me something well, or they didn't ask me of anything, they weren't looking at my body or whatever. That can be attractive to some people. So you got to understand something. Compliments and looks, people can get it all day long, but they can get it for certain reasons. Yo, you look good as in your body looks good, or you look good as in your outfit looks good. How do I know you like me for me? You get what I'm saying? So that's what can kind of cause confusion within people, as to where they may be leery to do certain things or move a little bit forward as far as maybe pursuing a person or taking a person serious. Because you have to understand, some people get backhanded compliments, and they get compliments for the wrong reasons. You feel me? Higher risk of being fetished or objectified. People may focus on your body more than your personality. This is a very big one. So let's say a person is known for, let's say you're known for example, back in what I was saying, like a girl or a guy, right? Let's say a guy, right? Yo, you're known as this attractive person, but people probably don't know, yo, you smart as shit. You feel me? People probably notice, yo, people are always gonna notice the outside appearance before they realize what's inside. Because some people, they can get lost in the sauce of how you look. Then sometimes when a person might get a chance to see who you are, understand your mind and how you think, that can make you become more attractive to people. But some people don't get that far, because some people are so stuck on like the outer shell that they don't focus on the other end of things, like who that person really is. You feel me? As well as that, right? Dating can also be complicated. If you're pretty like that, right? Or you're handsome, there are going to be people who are going to be insecure. Yo, as in, yo, how did I land a pretty girl like this? Or how did I land a handsome person like this? Or, you feel me? That can play with a person. So imagine if a person is used to getting things one set way, and then now they land this pot of gold or whatever. It's like, yo, what do I do with this? You feel me? Because what? I'm not used to it. So that's where some people can either cheddar bob themselves, burn the bridge, forfeit their hand, go AWOL. The ball can spin in different ways. You just have to understand what comes with the game of being handsome or pretty, right? Another one, you're going to be, basically you have less privacy. So I'm going to teach you something, right? Let's say a person is pretty, handsome, whatever you want to call them, and they may not say much. There's going to be like a lot of controversy around that person, especially if people don't really know you like that, or let's say people put a lot of false narratives on you. That's going to pique other people's interest. I'm going to tell you why. The world that we live in an evil world. This world loves negativity, love BS, love fuckery, right? If a person puts a negative narrative on somebody, that's going to make people want to look into them, regardless. Negative, positive, whatever. But if a person likes to call you up, or, yo, what is this person like? Or what is this person doing? Or, yo, what is this person, where did they come from? That's gathering like a lot of speculation about you. Like, who is this person? And you got to understand that curiosity is a mother. You get what I'm saying? You can be so curious, you go out of your way to fulfill your curiosity. So example, let's say a person says, yo, this person is trash here. This person's trash, right? And that person has never gotten a chance to say their piece, or whatever the case may be. Depending on how you upsell it, you can spark curiosity that makes other people want to go see about that person. And if you're lying, this is where people get shutterbobbed. You shoot yourself in the leg, because people are going to want to look at it like, yo, this person, you painted them as this dirty person or this crazy individual. I don't get that from them. Then in terms of people are smart enough, they're going to be like, yo, put two and two together. Yo, I think this person's jealous of them, or they hating on them. That's a reason as to why some people do certain things. So that's why I stated originally, privacy is going to become a problem. Because if you're a person who likes to live a private life or be in privacy, people are willing to pry in your privacy to fulfill that curious mind that they have, so they can what? Get the answer that they're looking for. Because if you already have like a lot of narratives about you, it's a strong big question mark over your head, like you're mysterious, or people just curious to know, yo, what is it about this person? Or, yo, why am I drawn to this person? Or why does this person have a bad name? Or why does this person stay to themselves? That's going to cause what? Curiosity. It's just like, look at school days, right? I'm speaking for me. There's plenty of times I've seen people around school, and I'm like, yo, this person, like, they're always quiet, or I never heard them speak before, until I probably had a class with them that fulfilled what? My curiosity. It's because, like, you see somebody around all the time, but it's like, yo, you might have mutuals with them or whatever the case may be, but you probably don't get anything from them. You don't hear nothing. You don't hear them speak. It's like you probably might perceive them to be a mute. Sometimes your curiosity could get fulfilled if you get a chance to run into them later, or, yo, I took a class with this person, or that's such and such's friend. You feel me? So understand that in life, being a person who's handsome or pretty, there's a lot of dark sides to that. The very last one that I'm going to tell you, and that puts like the icing on the cake, is people who are going to be willing to block opportunities for you. And this is very important. Why I said do not wish to be in somebody else's shoes. Do not wish to be, oh, I wish I had this person's looks, or I wish I had this, that, and the third. Understand this. Be happy where you're at, bro. You could be the most popular person in the world, or see somebody who's popular. Yo, I wish I had their popularity. You probably don't know. Some people don't want to be popular. Some people just want to be like in the background. You got to understand something. One of the worst things about being handsome, or somebody deeming you as beautiful or pretty or whatever the case may be, there's going to be other people who are going to want to try and sabotage opportunities for you. And I'm a prime witness of that. I'm going to give you an example, right? There was this call center I used to work at down here in South Florida, bro. It was called Saveology, right? I think they call it Qology now or something like that, but it was called Saveology, right? I was selling Verizon internet. I sell Verizon internet, Verizon cable, all of that, right? I'll never forget it. There was a Spanish dude, real, like, huge, heavy-set dude, right? They made him a manager. This dude got hired after me. No sales stats in this new job. They're going to make him a manager because why? You know, we feel like you're manager material. Bullshit. The whole staff down there was Spanish, like in upper management. Sorry to see what y'all doing, but anyway, I ain't bothered by that. This dude is the definition of a power whore. Because he got power and became supervisor, he used it at whatever cost to flirt with other girls, all of that shit, right? There was this one girl, I forgot her name, slim, thick girl, right? She was kind of ratchet though, but she wasn't ugly. She had a nice little shape on her. This girl told me out her mouth, D'Angelo, I want a piece of that. You feel me? I'm like, what? You feel me? I'm like, this girl will watch me all the time. We small talkings or whatever. I didn't know that the manager had a big crush on this girl, right? Mind you, this job is paying me pretty decent. I make money every hour and I'm making commission on top of that. So if I'm walking home with probably like a $1,200-$1,300 check, guess what? I got another bonus check coming along with that. So it's like I'm making some money there because this dude seen that the girl liked me and he didn't like that. He used his power to get me fired. You feel me? And this was probably like 2-3 months after him getting manager. So mind you, this dude could have got multiple of people fired. People who kept coming into work late. People who kept violating. He found any given reason to get me fired. And it's all because why? He liked the girl. And the girl didn't really like him like that. And because the girl was liking me like that, yo, you're competition. I got to get you out of here. So I'm going to tell you something. In life, never wish for somebody's, oh, I wish I had their look, or I wish I had their life. Bro, there's a dark side to being handsome, dog. There's a dark side to being pretty or whatever the case may be. And I'm not the handsomest person in the world. You feel me? I'm not the most cutest whatever. I'm D'Angelo. But I'm telling you, I'm a live witness to seeing this shit. I've seen what niggas do. I've seen one nigga try and get me fired. One he actually did get me fired. I had one other dude who tried to get me like sent to another department. This was a whole nother job. I say, yo, if this is what comes with looking a certain way or being handsome or whatever the case may be, I'm going to be a little bit more quiet. I thought I was quiet before. I'm going to be extra quiet so I'm not noticeable. So that's why certain people may move certain ways. Why they're quiet or why they don't try to make themselves seen. Because certain people, they seen what comes with being handsome or being pretty or being seen. Or I don't like this person or this person's competition. I got to get them out of there. Understand this. Once person has jealousy in their heart, there's no telling what's going to come next, bro. Once jealousy enters into somebody's heart, there's no telling what's going to come next. You feel me? You just got to be prepared or just try to be 10 steps ahead of the game. You feel me? With that being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I used to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. 440 for the world. Just understand this. There is a dark side to being handsome. There's a dark side to being pretty. If you ask certain people that you may deem as pretty or handsome, yo, is there like, have you ever went through like some messed up stuff just for being pretty or being cute? They're gonna tell you a whole long list of it, dog. There's some people who've gotten, who people wage war against them because, yo, you're handsome or you're pretty. Or let's jump this girl. Or let's attack her self-esteem, or let's start a smear campaign. There's people who do stuff for different reasons, but I'm telling you right now, people who are handsome, pretty, whatever, they've went through some hell just for something that they couldn't control. You feel me? 440 for the world, man. Peace.